First, I want to talk about the misconception about healing. People think and feel like healing is this boring journey that you have to go through. It's this lonely journey that you have to go through as well. But it doesn't have to be that way. It really depends on where you are emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So, for example, if you just got out of a toxic situation, relationship, whatever the case is, and say like if you checked out already, like you've been, was over this person, it was just for whatever reason hard for you to move on. And then you finally get out of that situation. As long as you know where your heart is, as long as you know that you're not going to make the same mistakes anymore, you know what you want, you know what you don't want, you are honest with yourself, then it really is not a hard journey. I just would say that self-reflection and not making the same mistakes and really being honest with yourself is the most important thing. You don't have to be on a journey alone unless you choose to be on your healing journey alone. Some people need to take time out for themselves. Some people need to take time to heal and be by themselves. And some people, it may, maybe having fun could be a part of healing. Getting back and finding yourself. That's really what it is as well, is getting out there and finding yourself, your voice, what matters to you, like you again. Because if you were in a bad situation and you came out of a bad breakup, then you have lost a part of yourself. So once you get that, get back to yourself, it really is not going to be a hard journey. You just don't want to go back to the same old ways, the same patterns, because then you're going to attract the same thing. So just be honest with you. And sometimes people are ready to date again, but I feel like at that point, if you're ready to jump into something or even date, just be intentional, more intentional when you are dating or wanting to date after a bad breakup or a divorce. Be more intentional and be honest with yourself. And see, where it gets hard is when you're not honest with yourself and you jump into something and you really completely not over that person. And I've heard that some people get over people by moving on with somebody else. I personally wouldn't do that, because then I would probably be looking for those things in that other person. So I'll be carrying that baggage in the relationship. Make sure that you are intentional. Make sure that you're learning from your mistakes, and make sure that you are self-reflecting. That's the most important thing. Then your healing journey will be a breeze, because you're always healing, you're always learning, you're always going through experiences in this life. So it's never a time that you're never going to be healing. You make the journey as easy as you want by really learning from them and not going back to the same cycle over and over again.